Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going over everything new in the brand new hotfix update that came out a couple hours ago. Now, as a lot of you guys already know, they kind of ruined the game with this update, and we'll talk about that more later on. And real quick, before I do get into the video, if you guys want any help in dungeons, want to chat with me or the community, ask me any questions about the game and whatever it is, I have a Discord server link down below if you guys do want to join that. Alright, so starting off with the good fixes in the update. So they fixed 3 of the major issues, the first one being a really big problem for a lot of people. Although this did not affect everybody, it didn't affect me, but it did affect a large amount of players, and it pretty much ruined the update for a lot of players. And that issue was the fact that a lot of people was unable to actually get the required swords to fill in the floating chest. So that should be completely fixed. Really nice. Another really big problem that really only affected people at the max level, level 615. Once you guys hit level 615 and you rolled any item over level 615, it would literally become a 0 stat item. It would literally do 0 power, and it was completely useless. Now they fixed that issue. But if you were saving your 0 stat items like the Celestials and even Ethereals, by the looks of it, they literally deleted the items straight out of people's inventory, because I had multiple 0 stat Ethereals, I had 0 stat Mythics, but I was selling most of them because they were just taking inventory space, and they were just a waste of space basically. So I deleted like probably well over 50 mythicals. I should have like full tier 3 mythicals and stuff like that by now. I would have easily a full tier 1 celestial set like ages ago, but I had so many celestials and all that bugged out that it just wasted a lot of my progress and power. But yeah, so if you had 0 stat items, by looks of it, they straight up removed it out of your inventory. At least it did for me. And now you're no longer able to roll those. And another issue that was fixed was the issue that allowed people to actually roll items that were minus power, like minus millions of power. And if you happen to equip one of those, your game would actually bug out and you were unable to really do anything. Another thing they did is they actually fixed it, and you're actually able to upgrade your ornaments now. As you can see, I have a maxed out energy core, which now has stats of 385, 15% XP, as well as a 20% coin boost, and they also buffed the new ornaments as well. The base value of this energy core, instead of 200 like before the update, now has 360 luck. And of course, once you do max it out at level 6, you will get plus 5% XP and plus 5% coins, and you will also get plus 20 luck, or plus 25 luck I mean, on top of the already buffed 360 luck on the base level 1 version. And they also buffed, of course, all of the other ornaments as well, except for VIP. It seems all the new ornaments like energy stones and all that type of stuff should be buffed a little bit on the luck at least, and they should also all be upgradable now, just like the energy core as well. Now on to the biggest issue in the game, which is going to ruin the game for a lot of people. This is an insanely bad decision, and that is the reason why there is literally hundreds and hundreds of people rioting right now against the devs because of how bad this is. And I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about this, but for those who don't, as you can see right here, this jungle hunter guy used to give 100,000 coins per kill, okay? He used to give you 100,000 coins per kill. Guess how much he gives now? 350. He gives you 350 coins when he used to give 100,000 coins. That is such a big difference. It is not even funny. That is insane. From 100,000 to 350 coins. Okay, now let's go over all these other ones. I think this used to give about 300,000. It only gives 3,000 now. Pretty much every single boss in the game, except for that one, which got nerfed even harder, pretty much got nerfed exactly by 100 times. They're pretty much 100 times worse. Like this one, 100 times worse. I think that's also exactly 100 times worse. I know that these last two are literally 100 times worse. For example, this used to give 1.3 million, I'm pretty sure, and now it only gives 13,000. Literally nerfed by 100 times. This used to give 2.1 million, Guess what? Yep, it only gives 21,000 now, 100 times worse. And for the final boss, as you can see right here, it only gives 55,000. But hey, guess what? It's a bonus. At least it's not 100 times worse. They at least buffed it a little bit, because if it was 100 times worse, it would be exactly 40,000. Because I'm fairly certain it was 4 million before the nerf on it. But hey, at least it's not 40,000. It's 15,000 more than that. 55,000 coins. So basically 100 times worse as well. Think about that. 100 times worse. Like, think about how big, just out of the blue, that change is. And yeah, so it's going to take a very, very long time for free-to-play people and even pay-to-win people that is, you know, fairly behind on power and rebirthing. It's just terrible. It's going to take forever for free-to-plays, like forever. Honestly, if I was a free-to-play person, I probably wouldn't even grind the game right now, especially if I was like way behind. Because, for example, the last 2 rebirth alone cost 80 million coins. I'm pretty sure the second to last rebirth is like 32 million coins. I could be wrong. And I know for a fact the final rebirth is 50 million. So yes, you would think when they nerf coins by 100 times, literally, you would think that rebirthing and upgrades and all that would be changed. Nope. They literally cost the same. So think about how long that's going to take. It is terrible. Now, it makes sense to a degree because I'm pretty sure the updates are not going to be that often. Like, I don't think they're updating once a week or anything like that. I'm pretty sure it looks like it's going to be the type of game that maybe updates every few weeks, maybe even 3+ weeks before an update comes out. So in that case, it's like, yeah, okay, it makes sense. You don't want people to get max rebirth really fast because that's all the content for multiple weeks or something maybe. I could be wrong on that, by the way, but I think the first update on this game literally took weeks or something, so it does seem like the devs don't really plan on updating that often, but maybe just doing a pretty big update like they did last weekend all at one time. But who's going to grind 2 or 3 weeks or something to max it out? Like, who's gonna want to grind that much and see, like, in my opinion, if you're free to play and you're seeing the progress this incredibly slowly, you're not going to want to play the game. I think it's literally better for the player count and the numbers on the game if you let people be able to actually get max rebirth and grind and actually see some progress when they're playing the game. Because as of right now, you're going to see very little progress. You're going to have to grind the game hours and hours daily to get max rebirth, and it's going to be really repetitive and boring, and AFKing is going to take even longer. That's not really a viable way. AFK farming coins to get max rebirth isn't really viable. You get such a little amount of coins, it's not even funny. Update, another terrible thing is the horses now, like the mounts and stuff like that got nerfed a lot, so I think they're trying to just completely ruin the horse strategy as well, because you move way slower now on the horses, which is really stupid. In fact, if you have the VIP game pass and you just walk normally, you literally, I think, move faster than the brownie horse now with the VIP game pass with the +4 speed on it. And you can also dash as well. So you're literally probably better off not even using the mounts anymore, especially if you have the VIP game pass. I think if you don't have the +4 speed on the VIP game pass and you're free to play, I think it would be worth it to use the brownie horse. But yeah, so horses are really slow now. I think it's still probably possible to dodge all the enemies like in my other videos. If you guys watch my other videos where I talk about the overpowered horse strategy and the heavy sword strat, we are able to defeat bosses with way less power. I think you still can do that. You can jump over them and still avoid them, I'm pretty sure, but it is going to be worse because you're moving a lot slower, and if you're not doing the strategy completely right, there's definitely less room for error now, I would say, because you're moving a lot slower. So it is going to be a little harder. Still think the strategy is possible though. And yeah, I mean, that's that. I mean, really bad update. Hopefully the devs will revert it. In fact, I can guarantee you they're going to buff coins at least a little bit. Well, I'm not going to guarantee it. I'm not a dev, but they have so much backlash to the point where they literally had to lock down the Discord server. Literally every Discord server channel was locked because there were so many people rioting, complaining about how bad the coin change is, and there is still tons of people in the main Lootify Discord complaining about the update. So there's almost no way they're not going to at least buff the coins. Sure, are they going to buff the coins to what they were before? Probably not. Will they buff them at least a little bit? Most likely. But we'll see what happens anyways. That's the end of the video. Comment down below your thoughts on this update, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing rest of your day or night.